Welcome to TAM Studios. My name's Christopher Visick, a technical account manager based out of Melbourne. Today's new feature review is a long-awaited one for the Activity Planner within WFM. This new feature will make it easier for WFM admins to create and schedule once-off or reoccurring activities. So if you'd like to know more, follow along. This great new tool is an awesome addition to the workflow required for WFM admins and schedulers, as they can now apply activity plans to individuals or groups of agents, including a facilitator, if scheduled also within Genesis Cloud WFM. You are able to apply factors such as service level goals, staffing level group sizes, simultaneous sessions, maximum total sessions, last scheduled dates, and then schedule these activity plans to reoccur when required. The great thing about this process also is it automatically updates rules-based attendees and facilitator lists when you run the plan. With the new feature, it allows schedulers to be more flexible, and it also helps planners to accommodate ad hoc activities such as one-on-ones, team meetings, and all hands, for example. And then it also aligns these with your service level organizational goals. Please note that in order to use this feature or any other WFM functionality, a given customer would be required to either purchase the WEM add-on for CX1 and 2, or the CX3 license that contains all the WEM features. And if you'd like to know more about this topic, further resources are available on the Genesis Cloud Resource Center. Okay, let's jump into a demo to see how the Activity Planner works. Right, here we are in a sandbox environment. I'm logged in as an agent and a WFM admin. We go to our admin page and scroll down to Workforce Management, you'll see Activity Plans. As you can see, we've actually got two areas here. We've got our active activity plans, and also down below here, we've got our inactive activity plans. As you can see in the inactive activity plans, we have a couple there. Let's hide that. And what we're going to do is create a new activity. The first thing we do is give the activity plan a name. And let's say meeting 1. We have the functionality to activate or deactivate. In this case, we want to active. And we want to select the activity code that we want to push out. And we're just going to call it a meeting. It's going to be classed as paid time. In this case, we have the selection criteria being individual or group, and we're going to choose group. Now, what we can do is actually give a minimum and maximum group size. For example, my training room only has the facility to accommodate 10 staff, but I do want a minimum of 5 staff to be actually scheduled for this meeting. We can place a description within it, and we can give the initial starting period and end dates if we wish. And we're going to start it for tomorrow, and for example, end it on Friday this week. It's going to be a 30-minute session. And do we want simultaneous sessions? i.e. we've actually got multiple facilitators, for example, as well. But I only want one, and the maximum number of sessions that we want to actually create. I'll say 5, for example. In here, we can actually give the permissions for either all management units or selected, for example, and we do have the drop down here. In this case, I'm going to show all management units. And if we want to actually make this a recurring activity, we can do so here by recurring every week or every number of days, and time between the occurrences as well, being weeks or days, and of course a recurring end time if appropriate. The next is we actually select our attendees. In this case, we can actually include or exclude by management unit or individual users. So in this case, I'm just going to show the actual business unit of our demo environment. And we wanting to schedule our facilitator. And we want to include the user being me. Now, in regards to service goal overrides, we can favor the service goals that we have within our template, our service goal template, and we can actually customize that if we wish. And we can allow the service level to decrease by an X percentage if we want to. We can also utilize average speed of answer and abandonment rate also. Or we can actually favor scheduling for all attendees instead of utilizing the favoring of service goals. In regards to session availability, we're able to actually select this. For example, me being the facilitator, I'm not available on certain days of the week, and it's across the earliest start time and the end time. And we need to add this. Let's tick the box for the naming, and now we can create it. By clicking the twisty, we can actually create and run now. Let's see how that goes. Okay, the activity plan has actually run successfully. We can actually bring this through. As you can see, it's just waiting here at the moment. That's all done. We can click on this and we can see the actual reoccurrence times. We have the actions to delete it if we wish to. Let's actually go into this a little deeper. And now we can see the individual sessions that have been run. So we've actually had 3 sessions over 2 days and 19 attendees have been scheduled. If we want to, we can actually drill down and see the individual attendee lists. On this particular session, we have these individuals listed, or we can actually view the entire listing per day. This has now also been inputted into the individual schedule as well. So as you can see, there's meeting here, and there's a number of sessions being placed across the span of the day. And also on the Friday, we've actually got the 1. Well, I hope you enjoyed this feature review of the new WFM activity plan overview. Please comment below within the community or email us any questions at tamstudios@genesis.com, and hope to see you on the next Tam Studios session.